guys, welcome back. I'm going to do a set of 4 coasters in greens today. Lovely green. Now, who knew there were so many shades of green, hey? Unbelievable. I put some barrier cream on my arms before I put my gloves on, just in case I touched my skin. See how that goes. Who knew there were so many shades of green? Now, I've gone with this one. It's called Army Green by Artisue. I had another one, it was called Emerald, but it was like a bluey green. And then this one is by Rez Expressions. It's called Lime Green. So I've got bright greens, I've got blue greens, and I just thought these two matched nicely together. So I'm going to use those. And I thought I'd try some green glass today. Why not? You know, instead of, because I always do silver or gold, I thought, let's try some green. I've got my resin mixed up. I've got 300 grams of mixed resin for the 4 coasters. And we'll get started. I don't think I've ever used this one before, actually. No, I haven't. Still got its lid on. I've got so many colours I haven't used yet. Now, I have found with the Artisue you need more. So I'm going to do a big teaspoon in there. Have you guys found that some pigment powders are stronger than others? I think that this one isn't as strong as some of the others. This one's really quite strong. Hopefully this is going to be a nice colour scheme together. I'll just wipe my little spoon and I can reuse it. I'm going to dry it as well. Alright, so you can go, I'll do a heaped spoon anyway. I do like the effects I get when I do a lot of the mica powder. So that's that one there. And then this one's going to be my clear. I like having clear in all of them. And then my crushed rock. I just buy this on eBay. So, you know, depending on where you are in the world, I guess will determine where you're going to get it from. Hopefully that colour green will match. It's similar to the army green. I think that'll do. It's about 1/4 cup. These are 120 ml little espresso coffee cups, which is 4 ounces. There's the front there. I'll just leave that there so that you guys can see what they are, hopefully. There we go. Right, and that's for my clear. And I've gone through with a bit of masking tape, and I've done this on the whole surface of all of them, just to make sure that I've got up all the little bits of hair and fluff and dust and things. Alrighty, let's go. Resin today is the Stone Coat Countertops Art Coat. Alrighty, now I'm just going to put a little bit of resin in on top of these mica powders. It makes it just easier to mix. And this one is going to be the clear, so you can have 1/2 cup. And then I'm just going to pour a little bit into the glass, over the glass there. All right, clean up my mess. Now I'm going to mix these and I'll come back to you just to save 2 minutes in time. And I'm back. Mixed up my colours. There's the army green. And there's the lime green. And my crushed rock. So here we go. Now, I'm just going to put you guys up the side there so I don't knock you over. Actually, I might zoom you in. I always forget to zoom you in. Hang on. How's that? See a little bit better now, hey? Okay, so I've made up half a cup in the dark green, and that's to go around my little edges. Here we go. I'll try not to put too much dark on. I do find that the darker colors on the outside tend to take over, but I do want to get those gorgeous striations, and I get those with having the two mica powders next to each other, one dark and one light, and then you get those beautiful like little stripy effects. I call them striations. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to call them, but that's what I call them anyway. All right, so there's a little bit of the dark green left. I'm not going to put any more on there for now. That one's got a lot more for some reason. Actually, you could have a little bit more just here. Just trying to even them up so that they all look the same. How's that? Just so that they're all kind of even. Okay, now the lighter one. The lighter one's got about 2/3 of a cup of the light green in it, because as I said, the darker color usually takes over the lighter color. And I'm just going to pour a puddle in the middle. Let's do a smallish puddle to begin with, and I can make sure I've got enough to go around. And I can always top them up a little bit if I need to. These molds I got from AliExpress, if anyone's interested in where I got them from. Postage did take quite a long time. You know, it's not good for posting anything at the moment with the way the world is, but they eventually came. They're pretty cheap. Postage isn't expensive, but you just have to be patient and wait, because as I said, yeah, they did take quite a while to get here. All right, now we go with the clear, and I'm just going to pour that into the middle, up high. I want those other colors to push back. So I'm putting about half a cup of clear in each, and hopefully that'll allow me a little bit of a clear center. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but that's what I'm hoping for. So about half a cup of clear is going in. And that just pushes everything out to the outside, and then when it comes back in again, that's when it creates those gorgeous striations. That was pretty well timed there for my clear, just enough. I'm getting better at it, you guys. Learning how much I need. All right, so I've got a little bit of clear left in there. So I'm going to put everything back in here, what I've got. And then I can use this tiny little bit of clear just to push down my rock, my crushed rock. It's actually like a mirror, because it's shiny on one side or reflective on one side. So it's a mirror rock. And I have shown you how to make your own different colors if you just buy the clear or the silver. I did a video on how to make those other colors. I'm just cleaning off my stick because I can use this same stick again for mixing. Because it's sealed with the resin, it doesn't let off bubbles, because sometimes a fresh pop stick can release, you know, bubbles, so you don't want that. Talking about bubbles, let's torch before we add any rock. Oh my gosh, my torch is empty. Hang on, I'm gonna have to fill it up. Do you guys have problems filling your little torches? Oh, I do. I use this and it gets like, it spits out cold fluid everywhere. It gets all over me. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I wonder if that fluid just made its way over and got on my coaster. I mean, I was doing it over there on the side, but I'm wondering if a few drops come over here. Oh, that's no good. Oh my gosh. Well, lesson learned, guys. Don't fill up your butane torch anywhere near your coaster molds. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's what's happened. I don't know. I wasn't watching. I was concentrating on my filling up my torch. Oh, that's a shame. There's a few spots on this one as well, but I guess that one's going to be a throwaway one. I wonder if I can pick him up. Let's just move him out of the way, hey? He's no good. Poor little thing. This one's got a few little spots on it. I wonder if I can pick him up. Hang on. No, stop, start. My gosh, this video's cursed. Right, there we go. We now have 3 pretty green coasters. And they are pretty. I kind of don't want to put the rock in the middle now, but I've got it, so let's do it. Where's my little spoon? I'm going to use a spoon, and let's just pop 1 spoonful in the middle. Hopefully it won't disrupt my little striations too much. And there's a bit of a flyaway one. I don't think it's going to matter. The top will be the top. Like I don't tend to use the bottom of my coasters. It's a sticky mess. The top, oh yeah, I probably should have just left it like that. I actually like it like that, but now that I've put the I might just leave it like that, you guys, and just see what the difference is, because when I've put the crushed rock in, it's pulled the resin over the top, whereas with this one I've still got a clear center. So let's just leave that as an experiment and just see what happens. Now I've got some green rock there, and we don't want to waste it, do we? So let's pour it into a little pyramid. So I don't want to waste it. My last layer was purple, as you can see. If you haven't been following me, I've got this pyramid mold that I use for my leftovers. It's got to be a decent amount though. It can't just be a tiny little bit. It's got to be enough to just pour over and give you a nice little layer. So we'll scrape all that out. And then when you've finished, you've got a really pretty piece of art. So I'm going to push those to the corner. I've got a little bit of clear left as well that I'll pour over the top, but I'm just going to spread these. Because it's the sides that you're going to see. You're not going to see the middle. So try and get your rock up against the sides. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Okay, now I've got a little bit of clear left. I'll just pour that in over the top. That should look really pretty. Now I've got to be really careful when I torch this mold, because I've only used it once before, and I got a area that actually stuck. And see this white mold that you buy from, well, I'm not sure where this one came from, I can't remember, but this white silicone mold tends to not be as strong as the some of the others. Obviously a different type. All right, let's have a look. I'm going to take you down and have a little look at what's going on here. Let's get my gloves off. Let's go and have a little look, see what's going on. A little look-see. So this one, where I put the stone in, it's kind of covered up, so you can't even see the stone. You know what you could do, and again, this is me being too impatient. It's got a nice clear center there. How about we wait, I don't know, maybe half an hour or so, maybe even longer, depends on the resin, I guess, until it's almost set, and then pop the glass into the clear section in the middle. But I actually don't mind it like that. We'll see what happens. And then this one, you can kind of see the glass a little bit, but look at the striations, aren't they gorgeous? And it looks as if the darker green is going to allow the lighter green to pop up along the edges. They do that sometimes. This one's doing it too, see that? So we get light, then dark, and then a little bit of light again. So it looks as if it's happening with all of those. So that's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But at the moment, I do prefer this one actually without the glass. So we shall see what happens. And I'll see you tomorrow for the unmolding, and we'll see which one we prefer, hey? I'm going to just go and pour a tiny bit. No, I haven't got any clear left. I was going to say I was going to pour a tiny bit of clear over the top, but I'm just going to make sure that the glass isn't being poked up through the top. I'm going to push it down, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Right, reveal day. Now, if you have a look at these, I seem to have lost some of the vibrancy and the striations that I had when this lime has come up through the side. Still really pretty, but I've definitely lost that effect. I don't know why. Maybe the resin was a little bit thin. I'm still debating whether to leave the resin and let it set a little bit and see if a thicker resin works better with the striations. So we've got it there. That's really pretty, just where the dark green is. But then, oops, sorry, the light. Yeah, just kind of lost it there with the lighter green, so that's okay. I will try again with greens. Oh, look, we've got our clear center. Doesn't it look much nicer when it comes out of the pink mold? I wish people wouldn't make pink molds. Oh, white molds. So that's really pretty. You can see through it. Can't really see that the glass in the middle is green though. Could be any color, really. Let's have a look at the back. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, it looks like a big kiwi fruit. Yeah. I haven't liked any of the backs really of the coasters. But just having a look at it, you can see that the glass is green. But if you wanted a kiwi fruit, there we go. I'm going to put that up there because I'm going to paint the edges. I've got my Model Master gold that I'm going to use to do the edges, so I'll do that in a minute. This is the other one that had the stone in the middle. If you have a look, it's nice and smooth, so gorgeous there, beautiful. I don't know if you can see just there, might not pick it up. It's kind of like a gold sitting on the top. It's from the lime green, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of like a gold sits on top, like an oil slick. So I'm not sure why it does that. I don't know if you can pick it up on, oh there, yeah, look at that, see that there? You can see how it's just sitting there. Not sure why they do that. Maybe the lime had some kind of a little bit of a gold in it. What do you think? Do you like it? So also transparent in the center. And there's the back. Yep, don't like the backs. Now this one here, this was the one where I didn't put any of the stone in the middle. And again, got that little goldy piece sitting on top. You can see there how it's just sitting on top. I don't know what it is. If you guys know what it is, let me know. Maybe it's just obviously something from the mica pigments. All right, let's have a look at this one. So this one had no stone in the middle. So we've got a clear center. Nice and smooth. There's a tiny little lip at the back there that'll need sanding because I didn't fill these up all the way. If you fill them up all the way, you don't get that lip. But I didn't fill them up all the way. Didn't make enough resin, I don't think. So what do you think of that one without the stone in the middle? Same thing. All right, so that's them. And I'm going to just paint the edges. I'm going to pour a little bit into there. I find it just makes it easier if I pour from the actual lid. Clean that off. Make sure I haven't got any gold on my fingers, on my gloves. So this isn't one of my molds. It's just the pink ones that I bought from AliExpress. So it doesn't have the rock edges. I'm going to see if I take you off autofocus, whether or not. No, that's no good. So just dip in there, go all the way around. You guys have seen me do this before lots of times. I just want to see what it looks like with the gold on top, even though it hasn't really got any gold in it. You know, I didn't add any gold on top. I just want to see what it looks like if I put a little bit of gold on the top. Just follow that little rim around with your pen, your marker. Pretty easy to do, it follows it nicely. And you don't need a lot, you don't need a thick rim there, I don't think. I think it just looks nice with just a little touch of gold. And you can make it as thick or as thin as you want to, but I find if I just put the marker on, half on and half off, I get just the right amount on the top. There we go, I won't do the whole thing. Just finishes it off, doesn't it? It's really pretty. But let me know what you think, if you like the one with the stone or without the stone, or if you... Yeah, it wasn't... I was actually after a darker look. Maybe I'll put some black. Maybe that'll work. A bit of black around the edge and then the two greens. So there we go. I'm going to continue and do the rest of these, finish them off, and then I'll show you the finished product in a minute.